Hi, this is Dean Rogers with the Rogers Revue, Dean on the scene. We are here at the Reason Rally 2016 at Lincoln Memorial. And here with me, if you haven't recognized him from my generation, he was on Nickelodeon's Kids Court. He was on Northern Exposure. He does his own brand of comedy. What can I say? Paul Provenza, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for interviewing with us.
Having fun here today?
I'm having so much fun. Despite
really
the
blast.
heat,
The
it's so much fun out
It's
here.
all right. The first one was torrential rain, so I actually prefer sweat to the rain.
So how do you identify yourself? Do you identify yourself as an atheist, agnostic, or secular?
I acknowledge myself as atheist. I mean, I don't understand what all the fuss is about saying I'm atheist. I understand that people like to, identify however they choose, and they go through whatever process they want to go through. But I just don't get what the fuss is. Atheist, just in the dictionary definition, is what I am.
Absolutely. So you said you've been to the first one. You're here at the second one. How does it feel to be part of the first two Reason rallies?
It's been amazing. I mean, the vibe and the tone here is incredible. I mean, you're feeling it, right? I mean,
Yes, I
it is
am.
so full of love.
Yeah.
And it's so full of compassion, and it really is a celebration. That's everything. That's something that I told a lot of people. I said, we're not protesting anything.
No.
We're not here saying don't pass this bill. We're not here saying, stop doing this, stop doing that. We're here celebrating the fact that there's a lot of people who believe that public policy should be driven by reason. There should be a separation of church and state, and we just really want people to feel comfortable joining the community and saying, yeah, you know what? I won't be alone if I say that I don't believe in fairy tales. And so the vibe is really, really playful and happy, and it's just so joyful. It really is.
What are people missing who are not here right now?
Oh yeah, well, you're missing the most extraordinarily diverse array of speakers, singers, comedians, artists of all stripe, performers, scientists, educators. It's just people speaking their mind and being tremendously clever and entertaining. And I think it's a great show. And it's actually, we're only about halfway through.
We're only halfway through, really.
We got another few hours, and it's starting to pick up. I thought it was beautiful. I thought when Penn Jillette brought out the woman from Ecuador, Karina, from Ecuador, who was maligned for saying publicly on America's Got Talent, she was asked if she believes in God, which I don't know why a talent show would ask that.
Yeah, I have never seen anyone ask
I know,
that
it's
in
crazy,
America.
right?
Yeah.
So they asked her if you believe in God. She said no, and a bunch of the judges started sort of harassing her for it, and that clip went viral. So Penn Jillette decided he wanted to do a song, and he would bring her out here to join him to sing with her at this event, and it was beautiful to watch. First of all, she's incredibly gifted, and it was beautiful to watch. She was so taken after being so maligned publicly in her own country to be here and have all these people just jump out of their seats showing her love and appreciation.
Absolutely. I believe she has found her new audience. Forget her country, come here.
Shelley Siegel was just beautiful earlier this morning. The Fab Four doing a Beatles tribute. I can't believe how hilarious it was. And just great fun. And it's just been wonderful. Liz Winstead was wonderful, and Annabelle Gurwitch, who interviewed a veteran about being an atheist in the military. And there's so much more coming.
Absolutely. So the one question I always want to ask you, how did you develop your own style of comedy? Walk us through that process.
Oh boy, you just got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And you know what? It's really like a never-ending process to find the voice within you that is a distinctive one, the voice within you that is unique. Boy, it's an ongoing process.
Yes, and I think you definitely found your voice. You went into the voice.
Well, that's the radio voice.
You get the job at I'm about to say People's Court, but it's Kids Court.
Oh yeah.
How did you get that gig?
Yeah, I don't remember how it happened. It actually happened from the producers of the show seeing my comedy and asking if I liked kids, and I just said, yeah, kids of a certain age, when you can really have a conversation with them, I get along great with them. My cousins and whatever, I get along great with them. They find me entertaining, and then they brought me in to meet with them, and I loved the premise of the show, which was about teaching kids really critical thinking. It was about looking at questions of fairness and breaking them down and going, okay, I feel this, but actually if I break it down and I think about it this way. So it's actually in a long line of stuff leading right up to the Reason Rally in a roundabout way. Yeah.
Yes, so you're definitely teaching the future atheist, secular people out here. They may be out here somewhere.
Yeah, what I love is I've met a lot of people here who, like I said, they're in the closet in their lives, and this has just been such a tremendous experience for them. There are people here who, ironically, are saying this is the closest thing you could have to a religious experience.
Nice, that's amazing. So, what do you feel that our presidential candidates need to do in order to unite with the people who are secular instead of fighting against them, but fighting with them?
Well, I don't know. If I knew anything about politics, I would. No, I wouldn't be in politics. I don't know. I can't. It's such a crazy. Well, see, I think that's part of why we're here saying let's bring reason into public policy. Let's take out the fairy tales and superstitions about a book, an ancient book that tells us what's appropriate or not appropriate, and let's look at. Do we want to solve problems? Do we want to help people? So reason, actually, I think is the answer, because you can agree on that. Everybody can agree on that. The language is the same of reason and science. We all know what each other are talking about when you're talking about reason and critical thinking. And I do think that would resolve a lot of issues politically, is if we stopped listening to fairy tales and superstitions and all that sort of stuff. So I think that's what I have to say about politics in general, is if we could just start hearing the voice of reason and looking at things with a critical eye and really looking at what's going to solve a problem rather than what's going to appease some people and not solve a problem.
Absolutely. Two more questions. If there is a Reason rally, since we had one in 2012, we had one in 2016, if there's one in 2020, will you be there?
God willing.
Yes. Absolutely. It's got one more thing. So I'm going to give this mic to you, going to look directly into the camera, and it's going to be just you.
Yeah.
I want you to tell the people who are out there who are still in the closet that they feel that they are alone.
Yeah.
Tell them why they shouldn't feel that they are alone.
Hey, anybody out there who really questions what they've been told their whole lives, they feel maybe you don't believe the stories you've heard, you feel maybe religion isn't really as pure as it claims to be, and there's maybe other agendas there, and you're just doubting and questioning, listen to that voice. Explore that voice, and don't be ashamed to be the one who doesn't believe in Santa Claus. That's grown up.